When we were first starting to prepare our speech, all we kept saying to each other was, "I can't believe Nicole is getting married in half an hour." For our speech, we didn't really know where to begin. Having you as our middle sister has given us both such different memories of growing up with you.
Mine from a protective point of view.
And mine from a troublemaker point of view.
In the end, the common ground we found was that we definitely owe you a few apologies. And really, what it all comes down to, Nick, is we're sorry.
Sorry that you had to dress up like a clown with Erin for my 5th birthday party. You were so dedicated to your role, I barely recognized you.
Sorry for making you be the boy every time that we played house, castle, and robots. It was good practice for when you would do the same to Danielle, and at least I put a Kleenex between our lips when it was time for you to wake me with a kiss.
Sorry for forcing you to play board games and dragging you to the public pool with me every day of the summer. I didn't give you the credit you deserved for spending all those days babysitting me. Getting lost in the forest that one day definitely was a good memory, though.
Sorry that when I babysat you, I forced you to join my book club and read 1,000,000 chapter books. I do take partial credit for your degree.
Sorry that we couldn't rescue your bear when he got thrown out in the snow that day you got in trouble. But we brought him here today.
I gave that bear to you on the day you were born, and he's been through everything with you, from pajama parties to broken hearts. He just couldn't miss being here today.
But maybe leave him with us for the honeymoon.
Sorry that I was so intense when I coached you to sing Britney Spears' Sometimes at the Sacred Heart Talent Show. You were always so much braver than I was, and Danielle and I both looked up to you so much when you took to the stage that day.
Sorry that my sneakiness rubbed off on you. Mom and Dad probably knew the whole time that we were watching Maury with the volume all the way down in the living room.
Whenever Dad came down the stairs, you turned off Maury faster than I've ever seen any of us move, and we'd pretend to read the books that were strategically positioned in our laps.
Okay. Sorry I forgot to pack underwear when we went to Bible camp. And I made you tell Dad that we had to pull over to buy some. I was so embarrassed, but you had my back. When the only ones we could find were extra large, you helped me cut out the elastic waistbands and tie knots in the corners. And I will forever be thankful.
I'm sorry that we were so opposite in high school. I was hard on you because I wanted the best for you, but I secretly admired how much of a free spirit you could be. Me and my knee-length kilt were so proud of the woman you became, despite skipping class in the hallway with your friends.
Sorry I idolized you so much in high school. I know you hated it when I would copy your outfits and your hair and your shoes, and then pretend like it was a coincidence. Looking back, I think I may have taken it too far when people started mistaking me as you.
Sorry that we dropped the ball when you ran away to music camp. Helping you fake the permission forms was one thing, but when the counselors found you at 1 a.m., there was no option but to tell Dad to go get you.
I remember, and I was mad at them.
Sorry that I plugged my ears while you practiced the clarinet. Sharing a room wasn't easy sometimes, but I will never forget how proud I was of you at your concerts. I was so proud that everyone knew that you were my sister.
Sorry that whenever we asked to borrow your clothes, you always said no.
Yeah. And sorry that we stole her anyways. I don't know how we've managed not to borrow your wedding dress yet, to be honest.
Sorry that I was so hard to convince to sign off as your guardian when you wanted to get a piercing done at that sketchy parlor downtown. But I'm not sorry that when we got there, you turned out to be too chicken to even go inside. I wanted so badly to be your cool big sister, but I was so relieved that we didn't go through with it.
Sorry that I asked you for your ID so I could go downtown my first year of college. I was flattered that the ID worked though and that I could pretend to be you.
Sorry that I made you walk to Webster's Falls from my student house in Hamilton. Borrowing my housemate's shoes for you to wear seemed like a good idea until the blisters started forming, and I swear I didn't know that it was a 3-hour walk there and back.
Sorry that I had the privilege of being at your Christmas party the night that you and Josh met. Forcing you guys to kiss at breakfast the next morning was probably awkward for you guys.
Sorry that my retail therapy cost you so much money. That year of making life decisions was bad for our wallets, good for the economy, and forced us to say, I've had this for a long time, to Mom, more times than I can count.
All apologies aside, we're glad we were finally able to get this off of our chests. We're sorry. Nicole, you're our favorite middle sister, and you've inspired us both in so many different ways.
You've shown me how important it is to fight for what you believe in, to dream big, and to look good doing it. I'm always inspired by your style, but I still love you the most when you're laughing in your PJs with no makeup on, and for a second you look just like the little sister that I used to cuddle up with before bed, reading bedtime stories and dreaming about our Prince Charmings.
You've taught me how to be spontaneous and how to balance work with a social life. You taught me that it was okay to be outgoing and confident and ultimately to be myself. I've always looked up to you while growing up because we were so close in age. I wouldn't be the same person I am today without you guiding me along the way.
Nicole, you've taught us how to be independent, how to do our makeup properly, and how to think for ourselves.
You are a beautiful person inside and out. You are the sister to call when we need motivation, advice, or a good laugh.
You are incredibly talented, a huge animal lover, and today more than ever, you are so beautifully in love.
We've had the privilege to grow up with you as our sister, and we can't imagine our life any other way.
You are someone to lean on.
And someone to look up to.
Someone to count on.
And someone to tell on.
And now we are not only sisters by nature, but also friends by choice.
We couldn't be any happier for you and Josh. That day that you showed us his Facebook profile page, we couldn't imagine actually having him as a brother.
To wrap this up, we don't want to get all mushy and serious. Rather, we'd like to raise a toast to our childhood and to what made you who you are today.
As sisters, a little bit of childhood that can never be lost. Cheers to our childhood. Cheers.